Leila Lacan est une des 3 recrues de Basketland et cette saison, elle pourra poursuivre sa progression en EuroLeague.
Oui.
Sur les dernières saisons, tu as vu performer avec Angers, que ce soit en championnat ou en Coupe d'Europe. Là, tu arrives à Basketland avec un step encore au-dessus. Déjà, pourquoi le choix Basketland?
C'est un club qui m'attire, de par le sud-ouest, de par l'engouement qu'il y a autour du basket, l'ambiance, l'équipe même, ce qu'elle dégage. Je trouve qu'il y a quand même aussi, comme je disais, une énergie qui s'en dégage. Tout se passe bien, tout le monde est bienveillant. Je voulais aussi passer une étape. Et donc voilà, c'est pour ça que j'ai choisi Basketland.
In the 2024 WNBA draft, the Connecticut Sun, probably believing their roster already was set and championship contending, selected a player in Leila Lacan who did not join the team for the entire year. 2024 was an Olympic year, and Lacan remained with France to compete in the 2024 Summer Olympics. In the past couple of years, there has been sort of a French revolution, so to speak, taking place in professional basketball, with the likes of Victor Wembanyama, and even going way back to the days of Boris Diaw and Tony Parker. Leila did get to contribute in the gold medal game, chipping in 7 points off of 3 for 6 shooting. France leaned on Gabby Williams in an attempt to bring home the gold for their home country. The back and forth was so close that it came down to a last-second heave from Gabby Williams, which unfortunately had her foot on the line to count as a 2 when they needed a 3.
I was really close. That was a really good match.
For Lacan, in the 6 games that she participated, she averaged about 4 points and 1 assist. When the Connecticut Sun made the pick for Leila Lacan, many people like myself, I'm sure, had no idea who this young lady is.
Who are you people?
Leila is currently 20 years old, and her earliest record of professional competition is for the FIBA U16 Women's European Championship. On a professional level, it seems like around the year of 2021, she started catching her stride because her efficiency numbers started to tick upwards. By FIBA statistical metrics, her best overall year seems to be 2023, when she had an efficiency rating of 16 and 17.1 points per game, along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists, almost 3. FIBA and EuroLeague competition takes place either during the WNBA season or after its commission. So more than likely the evaluation that scouts were using to gauge her on is from 2023 and before. Another notable benchmark in her progression also was the 2022 Basketball Without Borders held by the WNBA and the NBA in conjunction, hosting about 62 young men and women from different countries around the world. Some of the notable names that I noticed for the young ladies were Dominique Malonga and Anika Soto. And for the guys, I see T1 Salone, Janelle's brother, and Pacom Dadier. Leila's approach to the game seems to be like a Swiss Army knife. At times she's a jack of all trades. She's not necessarily a monster scoring output, but she can give you games where she will get a lot of steals, maybe get you 8 to 9 rebounds, potentially 4 to 5 assists, but necessarily you're not getting all of these things like a triple-double all in one with her. The concerning thing at times looking at some of her numbers is sometimes she's almost non-existent on the score sheet. But the clips that you're seeing here is from one of her biggest offensive outputs throughout her entire career. 36 points against Japan in the quarterfinals of the U19. From what I'm seeing so far from most of the games I've watched of Lacan, when she has an offensive outburst, usually she's getting hot from behind the 3-point line. She is very capable of attacking off the dribble though and getting to the rack. In the FIBA U19 in 2023, Leila Lacan was the 4th leading scorer of all participants. Jana El-Alfi, Eleonora Villa, and Dominika Porova came in 1 through 3 respectively. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. Get this, hand down, man down. Basketball is certainly on the rise across the globe. The top 10 scorers that year in competition all were international players. But some of the notable names to take note of, there was Toby Fournier, Joyce Edwards, Hannah Hidalgo, Chloe Kitts, Nadia Pouch, and Anika Salto, all participating that year. And even though lockdown defense does not seem to be the forte of Leila Lacan at the current moment, she was only 0.1 behind Hannah Hidalgo at 5th on the list at 3 steals a game during the U19 2023 competition. She made some marked improvement over a 4-year span, and this 36-point outbreak probably put her on the radar of some of the WNBA scouts. I see her potential, as well as many other Connecticut Sun fans, but right now, the way that she approaches the game, she might be more akin to like a Mike Conley, so to speak. Or, to bring it back to the ladies, a Courtney Williams at her bottom floor. Hopefully even more, with her skill set currently constituted. Those two player comps come to my mind because they're serviceable defensively, they're serviceable offensively, but you're not necessarily leaning on them to carry your team in either facet. I sat back and thought to myself, well, what made Dallas go with Carla instead of Leila Lacan? And as I observe and compare the two games, it's obvious to me now, Carla Lette has a much higher offensive upside, where you do get a bigger player with Leila Lacan, but you have much more versatility with Carla. In the beginning of the video, you saw Leila breaking down how she feels about taking the step up from Euro Cup to EuroLeague. To try to quickly summarize, EuroLeague is the top tier competition in international basketball. Euro Cup would be one step down, but teams that get eliminated in EuroLeague competition get sent back down to Euro Cup to potentially compete for a Euro Cup championship and get a chance to get an automatic bid in the next year's run. Leila is a member of the Basketlanders EuroLeague team. They are currently 10-4 in total and 4-2 right now in current group play. This is currently the second round of competition, and as it currently stands, Basketlanders will be moving on for a chance to compete for the EuroLeague championship. Leila is averaging 8.4 points and 2.6 assists, third in both of those categories on her team, respectable. It does make me wonder though, as of right now, would this be the similar numbers she would be bringing to the WNBA? Nothing amazing, but average. I thought it interesting to note that the group Basketlanders is in, Group E, the top team, which is 6-0, CBK Merksen, has some notable names like Natasha Howard, Maureen Furtho, you've probably seen her in the Olympics hitting 2 crazy three-pointers. We have Kayla Thornton, Ilyana Rupert, a lot of people are familiar with her name now, also from the French national team, chucking up 4 threes and bricking all of them in the gold medal game. Carly Samuelson, Maureen Johannes, just to name a few. And Yvonne Anderson, which I remember her, but I don't know why I remember her, but I remember her. To note though, Ilyana Rupert is leading her team in efficiency with 18.8, but only by 0.1 because Natasha Howard is right behind her at 18.7. But that just goes to show Rupert, even though she's chucking that 3, she's doing a lot of the dirty work things. It has been a year due to prioritization, and it is highly likely that Lacan will join the Connecticut Sun for the upcoming season. And seeing as the Connecticut Sun have joined the blouse and skirt revolution and hired a French national coach. Hey, he might be able to get the best out of Lacan this coming season. Only time will tell.
Et pour revenir un peu sur les objectifs, sans parler forcément des objectifs collectifs qui peuvent varier selon comment ça va se passer. Ou est-ce qu'il y a des petits steps individuels que tu aimerais bien atteindre? Certains aspects du jeu, il y a aussi le fait que tu as été drafté en WNBA cette année. Est-ce que c'est quelque chose où tu y penses un petit peu ou pas encore? C'est trop tôt peut-être?
Dans les choses que j'aimerais améliorer, on va dire, forcément l'efficacité dans le tir, dans la raquette, hors la raquette, à 3 points. J'aimerais être plus régulière dans l'énergie, dans mon attention, notamment en défense. Ouais, dans l'investissement. J'aimerais que mon body language il soit parfait, quoi.
Okay.
Après, des objectifs, oui, j'ai été draftée et j'espère pouvoir y aller le plus tôt possible pour pouvoir goûter encore à autre chose.